Hi, I'm Marcus, and welcome to Crash Course, but without a budget. If I ask Chinese mainlanders who the most influential leader of China in the recent years, Chairman Mao is the first thing that comes up to their mind. Chinese people practically worship him like he's some ancient Greek god of some sort. But all he actually did was swimming with his citizens, and he had a famous book too. He was really great at self-promotion. Today I'm going to break some news to you. Chairman Mao is a fraud and should not be thought of so highly like the blind Chinese do. Chairman Mao was most known for the Cultural Revolution, but did you know he had several other revolutions that weren't as successful? Such as the Great Leap Forward, 100 Flowers campaign, to even the pest controls movement. This brings people to question whether Chairman Mao actually improved China as a whole. The Great Leap Forward failed epically. At the time, during the 1960s, China was suffering immensely from agricultural and industrial problems. Mao wanted to be like Russia. The Soviets were successful in industrializing in amount of a few years by using the 5-year plan. Chairman Mao wanted to implement the 5-year plan, essentially copying the idea to industrialize China, but that didn't end up so well. Although the first plan, to an extent, helped improve China in terms of economic growth by around 20%, the several after did not work as well as the first one. Following the 5-year plans, there came the Great Leap Forward that was implemented by Mao, as he thought that people would want to industrialize more. Chairman Mao then encouraged families that didn't know anything about steel making and machinery at all to have steel furnaces in their backyards to create steel. But what do you think would happen if people who didn't know a single thing about steel made steel? Of course, it would result in bad steel. Bad steel means that you can't sell it off to anyone, and that resulted in poverty and starvation, as furthermore, Chairman Mao sold grains that was exported to the Soviets, and in return, they received even more machinery to promote this Great Leap Forward. It was so great. Following the Great Leap Forward, Chairman Mao thought that the revolutionist ideas were dying down. Then he decided to have this cultural revolution where he inspired youths to revolt against teachers, to revolt against things they have learned, taught by the school, their so-called old ideas, and to encourage them to use violence and to humiliate anyone who believes even remotely of old ideas. Not to mention that the 100 Flowers campaign also didn't end up that great. The 100 Flowers movement was to strengthen the bond between the Communist Party and its citizens, as the Communist Party just took over China from the nationalists. Chairman Mao promoted people to speak up and voice their opinions on the government and its ideas. At first, everyone was so happy they could compare other societies to China, to criticize openly on Chairman Mao himself. But then it backfired. Chairman Mao decided that anyone who disagreed or voiced their opinions in the 100 Flowers campaign were to be persecuted and exiled out of the country. What was the whole point of this campaign? Chairman Mao promoted freedom of expression, yet he restrained expression itself? What is this? Furthermore, pests were infesting the crops of China. Chairman Mao wanted to do something about this, and so he started the pest controls movement. Chairman Mao decided that the sparrows were the key aspect to killing off the pest problems. They believed that the sparrows were the ones killing off the crops, and that wasn't really the case. By killing the sparrows and rewarding money for killing animals, mind-blowing. After sparrows were captured and killed, no animal was there to kill off the insects that were actually causing the problems to crop devastation. The bugs were left behind and they started eating away and caused starvation. Then again, it's like the Great Leap Forward all over again. Although these reforms and revolutions by Chairman Mao show that he wasn't that great of a leader and he shouldn't be worshipped as some kind of god like Zeus, people are still stupid, essentially. Chinese people are still going to believe that he's the greatest leader in the recent years of China. They're still going to believe that Chairman Mao is so great, that he didn't damage anything in China, and rather he was the founder of revolution, I guess? Well, anyways, this is Marcus, and thank you for watching Crash Course Without a Budget.